Hey, we're here in Parsippany, New Jersey, looking at the Gesneriad show. Came out with a friend, and I have to run back because my wife wants to go to some festivity for 4th of July with another friend. And yeah, it's a pretty big room here. They're at the Sheraton Hotel. There's a lot of, well, obviously Gesneriads here. This is Primulina, I think. And they've been judged, and so some of them have little things next to them. Let's see what looks interesting to me here. It's been a while since I've been to a Gesneriad show. This is a little diastema because no Gloxinia renoides. That's kind of cute. This is it's a colaria. Where's the name on it? Persea species Ecuador. I would have called a colaria, but yeah, it does have that sort of rounded flower that Perseas have. Yeah, and the nice leaves that they have too. Here is a man, they don't make it easy to see the name. Colaria. There's a real colaria. Yeah, this is a hybrid.
And you see how narrow the
It's
opening
called
is?
strawberry shortcake. This is a Sinningia, most likely. Best colaria, Colaria hirsuta species. Now these Achimenides are really blooming their heads off. Mine never do this. Best Achimenides is Glory, I think is what this is called. I would say that it's pretty glorious. Here's another one. This is Achimeniad, one of the hybrids. I forget what the other genus is. Is it Colaria? I can forget. Or Smithiantha. Nice markings on the throat. And this is Blue Swan. This one's growing pretty wild. It's looks like it's a piece. No, it's Achimenides ambroise verschaffelt. That's quite a lot of flowers in it. And then they have the things in the terrariums because a lot of these Gesneriads really like terrarium conditions. Cool terrarium. Ebon leaves. This is a Nauticalix pemphidus, and I guess that's another one. And this is pretty. Parsippany Procella black flamingo. I've heard the species, but I do not recall the cultivar. Been a little out of that for a few years. And let's see what they've got over here. These are Sinningias, which I do grow a bunch of those. Different ones that I put out for the summer. Different planters. They tell me they dry for the winter. So these are different hybrids. Mine are taller growing based on like tubiflora. Sinningia JVL7. And there's other ones here similar. This is Sinningia JV Woolly Woolly. And here's a smaller one, Diamond Dust. And a different smaller one here. It looks like it has the typical Sinningia in its ancestry. Ozark Sentimental, so one of the ones that smells nice. And there's one with the hose and hose flower. That would be, got a bunch of ribs, so good. Whoever this got a lot. This is Misty Sea. And a bunch of others here. I won't name them all. This one has huge leaves. This is, Judy Becker. Okay, that's named after a rather famous person, Gesneriad. And a bigger one. Oh my God, this one's monstrous. So you see these two plants side by side. And you can see one of them is absolutely huge. I think it's got to be like 1.5 feet across. Yeah, this is more like what I grow, this sort of thing. Is this Bananas Foster? Yep, it's Bananas Foster. I recognized it. I do grow this. I got it from Plant Delights years ago. Now this is interesting. A double, semi-double one here. This is Red Galleandro. And this is again one of those taller types. This is Towering Inferno. I think that's another one Plant Delights carries. It's pretty tough. There's Leucotrica, I think. It's got a name on it, Max Sticking. They have the fuzzy leaves. I've grown those a long time. There's a miniature one here. Freya Sweet Orange or something. A little red one. This one's kind of cute. A Ranchy Mini. Paper Moon. And this is the Sinningia GHA 9035. Don't know what that is, species or whatever. And then this Sinningia Paradox Darth Vader is the one with this crazy dots in it, which is really cool. Well, they have some stuff on pests and things here. Yes, I do find Amelis tend to be among the worst things you have to deal with them. And they have some, informative posters and things here. There are more. There's like quite a few tables here. Let me go down the list here. Here's a thing full of Epicia silver dust. So there's a lot of Epicias here. It's not all are undercover. This nice one isn't. It's Epicia tiger stripe, so it looks pretty good. And I'll just pass over here. There's a bunch of people. See the activities there again. And these are the Asian ones. This is what we used to call chiritas, just Primulina Sino-Vietnamica. So that one probably comes from Vietnam and China. This is probably another one. Yep, and another one. And this is a cutie, Premium Sino-Vietnamica. It looks a little different. Well, it's a little greener, I guess it depends on the lighting. And this is another Asian Gesneriad. This is Primulina tabacum. That was one of the earlier Asian ones to get into cultivation. Primulinas came later, many of them. This one's a cute little one. Primulina petrocosmoides. I once saw something like this growing near the border with Vietnam, but I never saw the flowers, so I didn't know what it was, and I do not have it. Primulina Massia Jaworski. And that's a name full. Interesting leaves. The flowers, meh, but the leaves are pretty cool. There's many of these species, another tobacco. Many of these in China, in southern China, especially in the limestone karst regions. Smoker's Incense Primulina. Okay, weird name. Don't know that I like it. The name, the plant's cool. GCC Pink Aramines, and then these are hybrid ones, I guess, which have small flowers, small or big leaves. I would expect more to have markings in their leaves. Well, they may on another table. Now there's a yellow one, which is a somewhat unusual color in the genus. Primula Kitagunai. This one's got a colorful little flower. Put my finger here so I can get the focus better. I don't want to really touch it. I guess the phone's going to be. There we go. That's better. That's Primulina Little Miss Sunshine. That's pretty. And small. Looks like an African violet, actually. Now, this is a weirdo. It's got like brownish flowers. This is Tan Boy. Good name. And a tiny little thing in here. This is Streptocarpus ligustris. Okay, probably what was used to be Streptocarpella. African violets of various types, including the green ones. This is Irish Hunter's Cabbage Goddess. A lot of different African violets. I actually have to confess, I just chucked mine because I had mealies on them and I couldn't get rid of them. So if I do it again, I'm going to do it with fresh stuff. But I was fighting them and I wasn't winning. So, and they're really, the other stuff I can put outside and spray, but those really don't like it. So I just was like, okay, we're done. These are Streptocarpus. These are really pretty. Many different varieties here. I'll knock over the names list. Something exceptional. This is exceptional. This has got a really cool flower. First of all, it's regular. It's not bilateral. This is Gingerhead. Really interesting coloration. This looks like a species here. This is Lavender Rosette. It is not a species, but it looks like one. And yeah, this one's really pretty. This is Bristol's Lollipop. Wow, all these plants. Nice. This is one of these Asian Gesneriads, Michael Morelia vietnamensis from Vietnam, obviously. Nicely grown plant. I've seen this thing around, offered for sale on the internet, but I've not seen it in person. I've seen things similar in Yunnan and southern China in general, but not that. They also have some art stuff here too, like people take photographs and then do little wood plantings. So I'm just looking at a couple of these guys. This isn't my bag, but they do have things for artistically motivated people. There's mini Sinningias there. Cool. And we have here more leafy epiccias. I'll kind of skim down those because, here's Primulina's again. I keep on saying Cherita, no more Cheritas, or at least not these guys. And some of the same species, some different ones. This one's got a lot of size to it. This is Pretty Turtle. And this one's even bigger. This is a monster, actually. This one takes up a lot of shelf space, I'm sure. This beast is Sweet Charity. It's, I would say, about 1.5 feet across. Got some others here, mostly in leaf, not much in the way of flower here. And they have some interesting information here about particular species. Maybe these are newly discovered or rare species, I figure. Or maybe some they're putting on auction. Belonia spinosa, I know what that is. That's a difficult to grow one. I've heard of it from way back in my days when I was in the plant societies in the city. Here's Gesneriad Conservation Center in China. So this is in Guangxi. Okay, I've never been there in terms of the institute itself. I've been, I believe, to the province. So apparently this is the place where they do a lot of research and growing of these things. There's a map there. Did they put Guangxi in there? Let me see. Because it should be somewhere towards the southern end. But I don't see it. They should put a like dot there or something, unless I'm missing it. And then a few more things here. Mostly foliage. So I'll just kind of present. There's this Sinningia trica again. Another one with a nice leaf. Now this is interesting. Looks like a zebra plant. A Drimonia, maybe? Yeah, Drimonia chibrobogana. So these are things with interesting leaf textures and colors. There's another Sinningia there. Coral spoonbill. There's been so much hybridizing done of them these days. Another Primulina linear calyx. It has a single flower on it there. There's a big leucotricha. There's two. And there's some terrariums here. They look nice. Bowls full of leafy things. And there's back here more artistry type stuff. An African violet. And more things. This is just some artistry done with Gesneriads. There's some innovative ideas here. Leaf sculpture, I guess. Kind of interesting, actually. And then I guess people do them in glass. Okay, where's the Gesneriad? Oh, the flowers, the dried flowers. I guess they were dried, or maybe they were fresher earlier. I don't know. So the last table here I'll do quick because we got to go hit the sales thing. Okay, because I can't stay here too long because I got stuff to do. My wife. And the Primulina JV Electric. That's kind of nice. Big flowers. Primulina Wanji with the leaves, the interesting leaves. There's a Primulina Ophiogoides. Nice leaves and some flowers. And a whole group of others here.
One of them does. I got a giant one.
One in the middle almost looks like an African violet, except for the flowers. There's the species there. What is up here?
But it's like this.
And then there's small
And then the
guys.
other ones I have are just little
Over
babies.
here, the last one.
Those are more.
The names
upright.
aren't there. And the plants are there.
Yeah, that,
Interesting group. So that'll do it for the showroom here. And there's, it's got a bunch of people here because of the convention, and then a few of us, they come to visit just for the show. So we'll end it right there.